My name is Srećko Horvat. I'm a philosopher and also co-founder of DiEM25, Democracy in Europe movement. The major challenges we will face in the very near future, in 10 or 20 years, like climate change or the climate crisis, sea levels rising and so on, will actually require more and more international cooperation and transnational cooperation. So I think that the current state of the European Union belongs to history. Unfortunately, if we are not ready to act, it will become a future. And DiEM25, the Democracy in Europe movement, was founded precisely out of this idea that we need to cooperate, to connect on a transnational, pan-European level, that we need a Green New Deal all across Europe, which means not only a green but a just transition towards a sustainable future, which would get rid of the very dangerous, I would say, concept of growth and progress. Given the current situation of Europe, but also the world today, I think we have only two possible directions. One direction is the acceleration of the current processes, which means further xenophobia, further retreats to the nation state, further protection of the wealth which Europe basically accumulated through centuries. And if we go in that direction, that also means that the climate crisis will accelerate. And if that accelerates, and the current scientific data is saying us that this is accelerating, we will witness a spiral of violence because the wealthier nations will, as it is happening already, will try to protect themselves. We can see that already all across Europe during the last years with the refugee crisis. But because of climate crisis, it could become even worse because we might be faced by hundreds of millions of refugees. So this is one direction. What is the other direction? The other direction is obviously to get out of this direction and to accelerate a different change. And the different change means that if Europe wants to survive at all, we need to radically transform the system. So that means that some pure cosmetic changes, will not be enough, that we really need a structural change. I think there are many inspiring people in Europe today. While I would say even that Fridays for Future are a kind of cultural figures today, even Extinction Rebellion, because they succeeded to become something which is not only attractive to young people and to those who care about a change, but they also become a sort of part of culture. I think that today you have the children's protests, Greta, Fridays for Future, Extinction Rebellion becoming part of the cultural landscape. This is what I would say among the movements and so on. Among the people, I would say there are so many great cultural figures who are fighting for a different Europe that it's impossible to name them. We always have to be aware of what Brecht was showing and also historical materialism, that in order to have one genius, you need the shoulders of many others who are actually helping you to become a giant. So there is no giant without other giants, if you want to put it in this metaphor.